We're here at Chili's, and today we get to find out how to make their famous baby back ribs. They're fall off the bone tender with just the right amount of both sweetness and spice. Join us on Get the Dish. Find out the secrets behind the signature recipes of famous eateries and how you can recreate them at home. Chef Daryl Michler is the executive chef of all of Chili's. What's the key to perfect baby back ribs?
Oh, really, there's a couple of key things that we have to do with ribs. So to start with, they often have a real thin membrane along the back. It's called silver skin. It's really important to remove that. If you're having difficulty getting the skin off, take the end of a spoon and push that underneath there, and you can just start to pull the whole thing back. Now, not all ribs necessarily have it. Sometimes they're already removed at the butcher's, but if not, that's just just something you want to check for. Look at that. There we go.
Okay, what's next?
So next, we want to season.
And what do we need?
So we're starting off with a little kosher salt, freshly ground black pepper, a little cayenne pepper, white pepper, a little bit of sugar, and then some onion powder and some garlic powder. Make sure everything's nicely mixed together.
This could be kind of a nice spice rub for any meat.
Yeah. Seasoned completely here on the meat side of the rib. Roughly about a tablespoon plus a teaspoon.
And one side is sufficient.
One side's great.
What do we do now?
Next is low, slow cooking it. What you really have to watch out for is high heat, because high heat is really the enemy of tender ribs. Now, if we're at Chili's, we're going to take these and put them in our smoker so we get that great pecan wood smoke.
For those of us who don't have the smoker, obviously we can go to Chili's, but what else can we do if we want to make ribs at home?
If you have a grill at home, so a charcoal grill or even a gas grill, you can do the same thing in a gas grill with really low temperatures and giving it that time for the ribs to really work and to really tenderize.
Okay, so since we only have an oven here, why don't we go with the oven version?
Okay, let's do it. So I start with the seasoned side down, inside of the foil, and then we're just going to wrap it up. Key here is kind of wrap it a little loosely, but I want most of the moisture to be retained in there. You want to make sure you got the seasoning on top, so when you unwrap it, we're not losing all that onto the foil. So I'm going to go into the oven, 275 to 300 degrees, 2.5 to 3 hours. Now we make our sauce. So we'll start off here. So these are little chipotles in adobo. This is mushroom soy. It's thin-bodied but really bold in flavor. Tomato paste, a little chicken broth, ketchup. So a little apple cider vinegar. Orange juice concentrate, garlic, and then some Shiner Bock. So about half a beer, the other half for the cook.
Exactly.
And a little bit of water. And we'll just mix all that together well and then blend it. Now you can do this in a blender or with an immersion blender. We have our sauce, everything's pureed, ready to go. We just want to add our dry ingredients.
Great.
So we have chili powder, a little bit of onion powder, kosher salt, black pepper, a lot of brown sugar.
Do you use the light brown sugar or the dark brown sugar?
Yeah, so we just want to whisk in all of our dry ingredients. And this will take about 25, 30 minutes on a simmer.
I can smell that the sauce is really coming together. It's gotten so much darker and thicker.
And our ribs are about ready too. Pop our ribs here on our griddle. Now, if you don't have a grill at home, a griddle I think will work really well. Or we could go back into the oven if we needed. We could put this under the broiler too, so we can make it really easy to work with. So if you want to brush our ribs here, basically about an ounce per side. So if you just want to brush them.
I'm the rib Picasso here.
Beautiful. Then flip and coat our back the same way. And then we'll finish bringing it back over, and you can even see where we're starting to get that sauce to cook on there nicely and to caramelize a little bit. Go ahead and one final brush.
coat. It smells like salted caramel right now.
I think we're about ready to eat.
Let's dig in.
All right.
Are you ready for the moment of truth?
Here we are.
Can I serve you some ribs?
Please. All right, so nice and tender.
So tender.
really just-
It's like you don't even have to cut them. These are the Chili's baby back ribs of my youth.
Nice levels of sweetness and smoke, and that heat and a little bit of garlic and a little bit of citrus. All make up the Shiner Bock sauce. So I think it's a lot of fun. It's a great blend of flavors.
But now I know what all the components are behind them. The sweet from the orange juice and the smoky from the chipotle. It's a great combination.
Yeah, it's all about balance.
Exactly. Chef Daryl, thank you so much for giving us the inside scoop on your famous baby back ribs.
Hey, thanks for coming to Chili's.
See you next time we get the dish on Yum Sugar TV.